Hi, I'm Stuart Knox and this is The Real Review. The wine we're tasting today is the Flowstone Cabernet Sauvignon Touriga 2015 from Margaret River in Western Australia. Flowstone Winery was set up by Stuart in the early 2000s. He was well known for Stella Bella and Suck Fizzle wineries who had good success and with fantastic names. A little Monty Python-esque label at the same time as well for those. Now he's planted some of the classics, the Chardonnays and the Cabernets, as you would expect in Margaret River, but this wine is a little bit different with a little addition of some Mediterranean exotics. So Touriga Nacional is a native of Portugal. It's the main variety that goes into making port. And that's Portuguese port, not what we make here in Australia. It is seeing a lot more success now as being made as dry table wine. So an interesting combo, but I think it should work. So let's have a look here. Lovely depth of colour. Beautiful deep garnet red. Still staying nice and solid right through to the rim. It's 2015, so it's got a few years bottle age, but it's certainly not showing any fading or any browning around the edge there as well. Let's have a little nose. Certainly the Cabernet Sauvignon is dominating the nose. There's that lovely tobacco leaf. Red berries in there as well. A little bit of savouriness there as well. You're getting that sort of wakame, nori, sort of seaweed note in there. Has a little sense of the seaside. Now on the palate. Oh, what a lovely wine. There is a real classic Cabernet character to it. Probably the more sort of classic, what I'd say, luncheon claret style. It's not a big blockbuster. It's more velvety and smooth. There's a lovely savoury note of that same wakame iodine sort of note that I saw before. Quite firm tannins, quite firm tannins. But the Touriga is then, you can feel it, it's sort of more of a sensation than an actual flavour profile. There's a richness in the middle palate. Cabernet can be a little bit of a donut, it can be a bit hollow in the middle, and the Touriga just seems to provide a richness, a spicy, sort of almost a Christmas cake character through the middle that just fills that palate. And then it flows back into that sort of Cabernet mode of being that more savoury driven style, really long and very youthful still as well. Now we've rated this wine at 95 points, gold ribbon for it. It's a top rated wine. It rates number 2 of 29 Cabernet blends from 2015 Margaret River. The drinking window is for another 10 years, right through till 2030, and those tannins will absolutely see it going through there as well. It'll develop more that spice layer that I saw from the Touriga, and those tobacco leaf notes will develop into a more earthy, deep spice. The fruit will sort of subdue slightly, but I think there's a lot of pleasure in drinking and a lot of excitement and character that'll come out over the next 10 years. Now for the food match, the winery team has come up with cassoulet of duck with roast seasonal vegetables. And look, it's hard to see that one going wrong. I was talking about luncheon claret and that sort of almost Bordeaux style, so that sort of leads beautifully into that Southwest classic French dish of cassoulet, which has all that richness and weight, and those tannins will be able to bite through that fatty sort of duck characteristic there, and the weight of fruit and those spices will pick up the spices that you use in the cassoulet. So I'm definitely down for a cassoulet and a bottle of this next winter for sure.